Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is King G in the house. I want to say, well, you know how it goes. Thank you, blah, 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 blah. Subscribe. But yeah, but do subscribe, guys. Well, today I want to talk about something that's very eerie. And I know we're all tired of hearing the coronavirus. But I want to point this out, and I want to say this so everyone can know. We all heard of Dr. Fauci, and we all heard about other doctors and how the curves was to go up and then want to come down, or how we want the curve to go slightly. You go like this and then go like this. You know, the lesser the curve, the better off, right? So, as you come to see, our curve just keeps going up and up and up and up. And from what news and data is showing, or from what data, not news, from what data is showing, is that the United States is going to be the epicenter of all this coronavirus. And I cannot emphasize how irresponsible governors, mayors, well, I'm not going to say mayors, I'm going to say governors, and the President of the United States has been. Knowing that this was coming, knowing that this was going to hit us, no one did anything about it. I'm from New York, and it hurts me to see Governor Cuomo asking for masks, asking for ventilators, asking for PPE, when this should have been done months ago. You know, he waited to the last minute. Now he's asking for the president, or he's asking for the federal government for this. This should have been done months ago. Every state should have asked for extra PPE. Every state should have asked, because they knew this was coming. You had a president who said this was a hoax. This was from the Democrats, calling it the China virus, calling it whatever the case may be. Now that it's hit us, he still hasn't done enough. Why aren't we in lockdown? Complete, utter lockdown. You had a few days ago, I saw yesterday a report where teenagers were doing a corona party because they figured that they're young and they don't have to worry about the coronavirus. Are you really that stupid to think that just because you're young, and if you get hit with the coronavirus, nothing's going to happen? Everybody's immune system is different, people. Everybody's immune system is not the same. Okay, I can tell you that for a fact. Okay, I've been 18. I have 18 years with HIV, and I have never, just because I've been on meds for 10 years, but my first 8 years was without medication at all, and I was an alcoholic. But I've never ever have gotten any symptoms. I've never gotten any lesions. I've never gotten sick from it. But that's me. I know other people that have lasted a year with AIDS. I know people that lasted 5 years with AIDS. Everybody's immune system, everybody's body is different. So don't think that just because you're young, or if I get it, I'll get over it. No, there are a lot of cases in New York where a lot of the 55% of the cases are between the ages of 18 and 49. And you look at the death rate, it's going up. What is it with you that you cannot stay quarantined? Why is it that you have to go outside? How do you pretend this? I mean, it'll eventually, that slope, it'll eventually go down, but you're gonna have to wait. Instead of going like this, you're gonna go like this and then come down. And the longer this takes, the more people are gonna die, the more people are gonna get sick. Okay, and yes, there've been over 90,000 people who have recovered from this, but it's also been 18,000 deaths. Okay, that's 18,000 deaths. So I implore that you guys, I beg you guys, stay home, quarantine yourself. There's nothing wrong with staying home for 14 days, something like that. If you're coming from New York and you're going to another state, quarantine yourself for 14 days to make sure that you don't have it. But it appalls me that I see governors begging, both Republicans and Democrats, asking for funds or asking for PPE gear when this should have been done months ago. You prepare yourself for it. You these are things that you're supposed to have intact. This is something that gets me mad because 3 years ago, Mr. President said that he was going to have companies come back to America, that we was going to have American jobs, and we have to wait for 3M to make masks. We have to order from China masks. We have to order from other countries PPE, but we could have done this ourselves. He doesn't want to put in the national act where it forces American companies to stop, to hold everything and make the bare necessities that need for this, the necessity that this country needs in order to survive. Doctors need their PPE. Doctors need hospital beds. There are buildings out there that you can take, that you can make it to hospital, that you can make it real quick. There are a lot of things you can do. But the main thing that you gotta do, you gotta stay inside. And we, as a country, we're not quarantined. We're not quarantined. We should just be locked down completely. Locked down completely. China, propaganda. They said they have no new cases, and yesterday they had 43 new cases. So that means it's still, I mean, compared to how many cases they had at one time to 43, that's not bad. That's good. But you still have 43 cases down, right? You still have 43 cases. One case is too many. So my pet peeve is that we had all this time since December to stock up on PPE, to make sure that our hospitals were ready, to make sure that we got more hospitals up there, to make things. Okay, we got this building that's not working. Let's take this building, let's make this into a hospital. Like they're doing it at the Javits Center. But they're doing it at the Javits Center now. This should have been done before. Why must we wait, as human beings, why must we wait till the last minute that when shit hit the fans, that's when we move? Why can't we move before that? Why can't we do do that? Is it because politicians are politicians, they only care for themselves? And then what my belief is that being that is election year, they're just choosing to let shit happen and then move and then say, you see what I did for the state? You see what I did for the country? I moved the country. I did this. I did that. Come on. That's what they're doing it for? It's a stupid political move. It's real stupid. And then we have, and then we have that old person, the couple that took the chloroquine because the president said, you know, that's effective. I mean, you gotta make a judgment call. I mean, come on. But I had this one guy said that these guys are morons. No, they're not morons. These are 60-year-old people who took the word of a man who they look up to, and a lot of people do. So it was a bad choice. Yes, it was. He died. He paid for life for it. But the president, as a president of the United States, you're not a doctor. You're not a virologist. You're not an epidemiologist. You're not nothing. You're just the president of the United States. You know nothing about science. So therefore, you shouldn't put out words. You shouldn't put out medical terms. You shouldn't put out medication. You shouldn't promote medication that you know nothing about. The president said that this was approved by the FDA. And later, the FDA had to retract it and say, no, this is not approved of the FDA. It's not an approved method. But so why are you talking out your ass? People look up to you. People, as dumb as it may sound, people still march down your band. I'm President Trump, I'm President Trump. If he says that this is going to elect with it or this does this, people are going to listen to you. So as a president, whether Democrat or Republican, you have to watch what you say, because people are going to take your word for him. Because you're the president. They say, well, he knows it. He's the president of the United States, so he must know it all. No, the president of the United States does not know it all. He's just the president of the United States. He obviously studied for law, or he studied economics. They do most of the lawyers, but they're not doctors. The doctor there that I'm aware of is Ben Carson. He's a neurologist, and he said, and this moron president put him as head of HUD, and then to cap it all off, he put Mike Pence as head of the coronavirus. Why did Mike Pence know anything about coronavirus? Nothing. So you're leading the blind in the blind. That's what Bigly is. So guys, man, I mean, this is getting just ridiculous. When you see New York, you see, look at Louisiana. Louisiana went from 40-something the other day to 800 and something in a day or two. That's a lot. And the doctors are saying only people that have symptoms should get tested. No, everybody should get tested. Everybody, because if it takes 2 to 12 days for symptoms to show, and you're asymptomatic, but you're asymptomatic, but you still, at being asymptomatic, you still can pass on the virus to others and not know it. So to avoid that, okay, 2 to 12 days, just get everybody tested. I mean, for God's sake, you spend money on military. You spend money. This country spends money on bullshit, on literally bullshit, on a space military. Now we got another military space kid. That's what the fuck it is. Space, but whatever the hell it is. Spend money on that. Spend the money on billions of dollars you're gonna spend. Spend it on developing a quicker, an effective way for everybody to get tested. There's a new thing that came out now. I think it's this small. I think it starts this week or next week, where it gives you the test results in 45 minutes. And that's great because you got 45 minutes instead of waiting 2 or 3 days, and you can get worse and worse in 45 minutes. So why can't every American have one? Right? Let the government pay for it and send every American household a kit. You got 5 people in your household, you send 5 kids. You got 10 people, you send 10 kids. And you make sure that the people are okay. Okay? When this happened, we should have locked everything out. We should have never let nobody come in. Nobody. And look at us now. They said that we're going to be worse than China and worse than Italy. People, stay home. Stay inside. Grab a flake. Let's do a quarantine challenge, man. Let's see who can stay at home 14, 16, 17 days. And let's see who can grow the longest beard. And put your video on here and say, hey, King Gio, this is my challenge. I'm gonna do my challenge. I'm gonna let my beard grow. I'm gonna let my hair grow. I'm gonna let my nails grow. I'm gonna do something. Entertain yourself for 14 days. Entertain yourself for 15 days, and we'll see how this goes down. But we gotta put that curve down, and you gotta stop listening to the president of the United States. Stop listening to the media and just listen to what doctors have to say. Okay? Always clean your hands. That's you need that from the kids. I don't know how many times I repeat myself, but always clean your hands. Do the right thing. You see your neighbor hurt, help your neighbor. Your neighbor's elderly, help them out from a distance. And make sure that it's okay. She's okay. They need anything, make sure that you can help them out. People, stop hoarding paper, man. Stop hoarding toilet paper. Get the essentials. I'm gonna laugh if they lock everything down and you got no food, but you got a ton of toilet paper. What are you gonna do? You're gonna eat toilet paper? Come on. So let's stay inside and governors, you should have known. I know governor may not see my video, but you should have known that this was coming. You prepare for the storm. If you know a storm is coming a week away, you prepare yourself. If you live in the Caribbean and you know that from June 1st to November 30th, it's hurricane season. So you prepare yourself. You buy yourself canned food. You buy yourself lighters. You buy yourself canned foods. You buy yourself a radio. You buy yourself, if you have the money, a generator. Things that know that if something goes wrong, you could survive until help gets to you. You don't wait till the last minute. Oh shit! In 24 hours, this hurricane's gonna hit. What you do? You're gonna get every supermarket, every store, and everything's gonna be gone. So prepare yourself. We should have been prepared a long time ago. When this shit happened in December, that the Chinese said it, and then it bounced from China, and it went to hit. Whoa! Let's get this. Let's get this ball rolling. So let's just say it didn't hit the United States, and you had all these PP gears, and you had them in stock. So what? So what? At least you got yourself prepared. And if it ain't happening, you say, what am I going to do with all these masks? What am I going to do? Put them to use. It's going to be used someday. Right? Donate it to the hospital. Sell it to the hospital at a cheaper price than what you got it from. You know? But we should have been prepared as a state, as a country, government-wise. We should have been prepared. I mean, government-wise, we should have been prepared. This should have never happened. I mean, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen, but it shouldn't be to this mass. What it's doing in California, Georgia, Florida, New York, now Louisiana. People, we have to stop. We have to stop thinking about yourself. Stop being selfish and say, oh, I'm young. Stop doing that. Start taking care of yourself. Yes, you can recover from this. Yes, you can. But why take the chances? Why take the chance and infect and not only infect your grandmother, your great grandfather, infect your mother, your sister, your brother, someone who has an underlying condition, someone who has heart disease, someone who has diabetes, someone who had cancer. Why put their lives in danger just because you think that you're young and nothing can happen? Come on, let's stop that. Let's be realistic about this. Let's stop doing the pandemic thing. I mean, let's get this over with. Let's get this out of the way with. And I suggest people with the stimulus plan, if you're gonna get your money, save it, waste it. Don't spend it on stupid shit. Go buy TV. Spend it wisely. Hold on to it. Because if this goes on, then this gets worse. You're gonna need that money, because something that's gonna cost $1 now, it might cost $10. And at the end of the day, like in jail, cigarettes is the money maker. And in some jails, I heard stamps. I don't know how that is, but money's gonna be the money maker. So you have to be traded something. Hopefully, it doesn't get to that point. But when you do get that stimulus money, save that money. Hold on to it. Don't spend it. And for those who got money, I think it's a good time to invest in companies that you think is going to rise. I think companies that are selling masks, that are selling hand sanitizers, those are companies that you invest for a short bit, for a short time, and you pull out. But save your money. It's going to be, hopefully not, but you have some creative. If it happens, it got lockdown, you have looters. Prepare yourself. I'm all for guns. I'm all for the Second Amendment to an extent. Okay? But I'm all for the Second Amendment. And if you got to protect your home from thieves, from looters, from people who want what you have, for what you busted your ass for, you got to do what you got to do, man. All right? But I'm just surprised that we are having governors complain about PPE and ventilators and all that when this should have been done before, a long time ago. I cannot count anything on President Trump because he's an idiot. Plain and simple, the man doesn't know his elbow from his asshole. Okay? He thinks it's going to be done by April, by Easter, and all this is going to be done and blah, blah, blah. It's stupid. It's senile thinking. That's what it is, senile thinking. So guys, let's do this challenge. Stay in your house. Tell me, hey, King Gio, let's do this challenge. I want to let my hair grow. I'm going to do a challenge. I want to let my hair in the top grow again. I'm going to let this grow again. Let's see how long I can grow it until this pandemic is over. Once it's over, eventually I'm going to cut this. This, but this up here is going to grow. You see these guys, all those people like, hey, King Gio, let me see hair. And I cut it, but I'm going to cut it again. Tonight I want to cut this. But this is going to grow. This is going to be my challenge. Let's see how big this gets. Like I said, I don't go outside. I just do DoorDash. I quit Walmart because of that reason. I don't want to put myself in there. And there's another thing. Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, they all hire. CVS just said today they're going to hire. Yesterday they're going to have 50,000 employees. They're going to hire. Why? Why are they hiring so many people? Because they know this is going to get bad. They know that people from Walmart are going to get sick. So they got to recycle people. That's what it is. So it's just, let's keep ourselves inside, man. And let's do this challenge, man. Like I said, I'm going to let my top of the hair grow. I know all you guys don't like it, but let's do this, okay? We can do this. We can come out of it. And like I said, invest in what's product, in what's selling now, what a lot of people are buying. Save your home. Save your home. Be safe in your homes. Wash your hands. And just be safe, man. All right, guys? Subscribe, guys. Hit the like button. Hit that notification right there, that bell on the bottom of your right-hand side, and it'll notify you when I, King Gio, upload a video. I'll be trying to do live videos for my cell phone. But even after I got my 1,000 subscribers, it still won't let me. It says I don't qualify for, I have to have 1K. I already got 1K. My next move, what? Call YouTube? All right, guys, take care.